Good morning. It's Friday. Yay! It's the Friday before fall break. So as soon as you're done with your work today, you will be all set for fall break. Very exciting. Okay, let's grab out our morning book. You're in your morning workbook. So grab this and something to write with, and I will get the camera ready while you're doing that. All right. Grab that off there. Okay, so we're going to we're on page 29. Okay, so yesterday we talked about we're using these words looks, sounds, and becomes in these sentences. We're going to complete it with the verb from the word box. So number 1, Darcy looks bored on long car trips. That could work. Darcy sounds bored on long car trips. Well, it didn't sound like she made a sound. Darcy becomes bored on long car trips. Ooh, my. Wow, I think I could pick 1 or 2 of those. So I'm going to wait and do the process of elimination. What that means is I'm going to check other answers to see if I can eliminate anything. Let's go to number 2. Chris's sneeze looks like a mouse peep. Ooh, a mouse peep is a sound. Chris's sneeze sounds like a mouse peep. Ooh, that sounds about right. Chris's sneeze becomes like a mouse peep. Well, that doesn't make much sense, but I think sounds works. Let's put sounds in here. Chris's sneeze sounds like a mouse peep. That sounds right. All right, so we're still with looks and becomes. Let's go to the last one and see what goes there. The ferry boat looks new. The ferry boat becomes new. Well, that doesn't quite make sense. I think it would be looks. So if the ferry boat looks new, then that means Darcy becomes bored on long car trips. Darcy becomes bored on long car trips. Chris's sneeze sounds like a mouse peep, and the ferry boat looks new. There we go. We're all set. All right. Number 4 says, the magic land of giants, a giant named Pedro is 389 feet tall, and another giant named Walter is 815 feet tall. How much taller than Pedro is Walter? Okay. Much taller than Pedro is Walter. Okay, so we're supposed to estimate first. So we've got 815 is between 800 and 900. Well, let's look at the tens place. That's only a 1. So I think we're going to be dealing with 800. And then Walter is, let me switch that around. That was Walter. Pedro is 389. So that's between 300 and 400. We look at this 8. That's above a 5. So we're going to go up to 400. So that's 400. Or we're comparing the two. So when you compare the two, we have to subtract. What's 800 minus 400? 8 minus 4 is 4. So that would be 400 feet. But what is it exactly? Now we have to take the actual number, 815, subtracting 389. Okay? I can't take 9 ones out of 5 ones, but I can go next door and borrow one group of 10 and add that to the 5, and that makes 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 0 minus 8. I can't do that, so I'm going to go next door and break down one of the hundreds. Now I can make that. 10 minus 8 equals 2. 7 minus 3 equals 4. So actually 426 feet. He's that much taller. Almost twice as much. It's a little bit more than half. All right. Number 5. Some people wonder if animals have feelings like people do. I think they do. For example, elephants can cry and laugh. They also play with each other and other animals. Elephants will become very sad if they are separated from their family members. I've even seen elephants hug each other with their trunks. But of course, elephants can't tell us how they feel or what they are thinking, so no one knows for sure. Do you agree with the author that elephants have feelings like people do? So for me personally, I'm going to say I do agree. I do agree because it talks about the emotions elephants have like we have. All right. Go ahead and you can, if you need to put part of my answer in your answer, that's totally fine. You might have something completely different, but something similar to this should be your answer. All right. So that is all of your work for today in your morning work. Very quick, right? I hope you have it all done, everything we've done so far up to this point. If you have any pages, because we're going to start on page 30 when we come back from fall break. If you have any pages in here undone, you need to get those done over fall break because we never know. Well, I mean, we may be getting close to talking about coming back sometime if things get better. So we want to be ready whenever that's going to be. We don't know when that's going to be, but we're hopeful that it could be soon once things are safe. And so you want to make sure that you're all ready to go when that does come. So make sure you have all of that finished. If you have any questions, as usual, please give me an email or send me a question or anything you might need. Also, we always have our daily 11 o'clock meeting. So if you need to get on there and ask a question, that's perfectly fine too. That's what that's for. So that is all you're going to do for your morning work. Now for your next class, you're going to go to vocabulary and you're going to be taking your vocabulary quiz in Edmodo. So go over to vocabulary. You're going to see a real quick video on what you're supposed to do today. All right, guys, thank you. I'll see you in vocabulary.